Grace and peace, family. I hope everybody's doing good today. I'm going to get right into it. So, this video is going to be entitled Contractual Obedience over Required Obedience. Now, I'm like, contractual obedience? What is that? All right, I'm going to explain. Contractual obedience is the act of wanting to bargain or form a contract with God to get what you want. And what you're leveraging is your obedience to Him. Huge misconception. You cannot bargain with God. First and foremost, He knows your heart. So if you're trying to bargain with the Father, you're already going into this with intentions that are meant only to be self-serving. That's already wrong. So the biggest fact is understanding that you cannot think that you're going to leverage your obedience to the Father and that's how you are going to be blessed. This would be things like, oh Father, if you get me out of this situation, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Or even simple like, oh, I'll do your will, but first I need you to give me this blessing and then I'll do it. It doesn't work like that. Not to mention, it says a lot if you think that the Lord needs to go first in proving who He is to you before you prove who you are to Him. Again, the Lord needs to prove to you who He is first before you prove who you are to Him. No. God has always proven that His word is bond. He makes clear on everything He does. It is humans who have an issue with sticking to their word, who has an issue with following the path. That's why we're always asking for help to get out of situations. So when it really comes down to it, we need to understand that it is our job to prove to the Lord who He is in our lives. And I'm talking about with our acts. I'm talking about with our words. I'm talking about even with the way that we choose to live our lives. We have the charge of proving to God that He is the head of our lives. Obedience is required out of all of His children. When the Lord says move, you move. And it's because that's how it goes. You cannot expect to be blessed by the Lord, but you don't listen. Just like we don't expect our children to think that they're going to get everything they want when they don't do what they're told. Same concept. Psalms 128:1 says, blessed are all who fear the Lord and walk in obedience. You cannot be blessed without being obedient. And you are to go first. You are to prove to God that His will is bond, that you know that His word can be trusted. And that is where the world opens up for you. We have to be a little bit more accountable with the way that we handle the Lord. You cannot handle your relationship with God the way you handle your relationships in the world. You just cannot. Once you begin to identify the areas where you can change up your mind state when it comes to how you operate, you begin to live a life that flows a lot more seamlessly. The biggest factor too is that we think we know what we want. We think we want the Lamborghini. We think we want the 7-bedroom mansion. But we don't necessarily want these things. We want the status it holds. We want the feeling it provides. So if you're walking into a relationship with God trying to form a contract, 9 times out of 10, you're not even going to really want that thing 20 years down the line. So let the Lord lead you. And all you have to do is be obedient and see where you end up. I'm going to leave this right here, y'all. All right? So have a blessed day. Happy Friday, by the way. And I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.